What's up everybody, Grant Hawk here, Residence Director of Tuckerman Hall. Today we're going to be talking about the roommate matching process. This will be applicable to all types of housing that require a roommate. If you're interested in a single, please recognize we have a limited amount. So not everyone that wants a single will be able to get one, and this process might be applicable to you if that ends up being the case. Today we're going to be looking at a 4-person housing example, using our friends Petey Penman, Paul LeBlanc, Tyrone Mears, and Gabriel Mercier. Those are going to be our 4 roommates. Everything we're doing today takes place on My Housing Director. You can access My Housing Director by going to the mysnhu.edu portal. There you can go to the top ribbon where it says Community Life, select Residence Life, and then on the left-hand side you'll see a button that says My Housing Director. And then you'll be able to click the link that says Access My Housing Director. Once you're there, everything's a breeze. So let's jump into the screen recording and see exactly what you'll be looking at. Here we're starting off our profile as Paul LeBlanc. Paul is looking to room with 3 other people. He's going to go over to Roommate Requests on the left-hand side, and then use the button Select Roommates. We need to double check that we're in the correct term, which is 21 FA Day Fall 2021 term. Once we're there, we're going to go down to the bottom button that says Search for Roommate. Here, Paul is going to type in the name of the 3 roommates that he's interested in. The first one is Petey Penman. Once he's typed in Petey Penman's first and last name, he's going to go down to the bottom, hit Begin Search, and then Request Roommate. Here we can see that Petey Penman is listed in yellow at the top under Roommate Requests. That's because Petey has not accepted the request from Paul LeBlanc yet. Once he does, his name will change to white. We're going to move on to our next roommate, Tyrone Mears. We're going to type in his first and last name, click the button Begin Search, and then Request Roommate. And then we'll go on to our last roommate, Gabriel Mercier. Nothing's different here, just hitting Begin Search, Request Roommate. All of Paul's roommates are listed in yellow because they have not yet accepted his request. Once they do, Paul will be matched with his 3 roommates. Next to each roommate's name is 4 functions: Poke, View, Email, and Delete. Poke simply sends a reminder email that somebody is trying to match with you. Viewing their profile allows you to see their responses to the housing roommate questions. Email is straightforward, you can simply email them directly. And then if you realize that you're actually not going to be a good fit with that roommate, you can simply cancel that request using the delete button there. That will notify them that that request has been canceled via email. Below the names of our requested roommates is a list of actions that still need to be completed. I know it might look overwhelming, but don't worry, we're going to go through it step by step. It's very simple. Now that Paul has requested his 3 roommates, he's done everything that he needs to do. So we're going to hop over to Petey Penman's profile to see what it looks like from the requested roommate side. Petey's going to go over to the left-hand side to Roommate Requests, and then select Roommate, just like Paul did. But here, things are a little bit different. We can see under the pending roommate requests, Petey has been requested by Paul to live together. Petey has 3 options. He can view Paul's profile, he can email Paul directly, or he can click the match button. Once he clicks the match button, they are matched roommates and the process is complete. For 2-person housing, if you only were going to live with one other person, your roommate selection process would be completed here. Paul has requested Petey, Petey has accepted that request, and so their matching process is complete. Because this is a 4-person housing example, we still have a little bit more work to do. Paul is matched with his 3 roommates, and Petey is matched with Paul, but Petey is not yet matched with his 2 other roommates, Tyrone and Gabriel. So he's going to use the Search for Roommate function and type in Tyrone's name and Gabriel's name. He's going to use the same process as before, where he will do Begin Search and then Request Roommate. As I mentioned before, Paul is listed in white because Petey has accepted that request and matched with Paul. But Tyrone and Gabriel have not yet matched with Petey, and so they're listed in yellow. Petey has now completed all of the process that he needs to. He's accepted Paul's request, and he sent requests to his other 2 roommates, Tyrone and Gabriel. Now we're going to look at this from Tyrone's perspective. Tyrone has been requested by both Paul and Petey, but not Gabriel. So Tyrone's going to go into his pending roommate requests, and he's going to just simply click the match button next to Paul and Petey's names. He's now done everything that he needs to for Paul and Petey, but again, is still not matched with Gabriel. So he's going to go down to the Search for Roommate function and search Gabriel's name. He's then going to hit Begin Search, Request Roommate. Now we can see that Tyrone has done everything he needs to. He's accepted Paul and Petey's request, and he sent a request to Gabriel. Now let's go to our final profile, Gabriel Mercier. He's going to have the least work to do. Because Gabriel has been requested by all 3 of his roommates, he can simply accept their requests by hitting that match button next to each of their names. And we can see below all of their names, your roommate group is fully matched. We now know that Gabriel, Tyrone, Petey, and Paul have all done the necessary work in order to match with their roommates. They are now a match group and can select 4-person housing during their designated time. We know that the housing process can sometimes get confusing and be complicated, and we want to make it as clear as possible. If you have any questions, feel free to send us an email at housingquestions@snhu.edu, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram using our handle at SNHU-ResLife. For the time being, please be safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye everyone.